What's up, everybody? This is Harry Bernard Taylor back again with the Straight Up Wrestling Show, and I'm here to talk about the Uprise Pro Wrestling Show tomorrow. Here we go. Here we go. It's about to go down. Like I said before in the previous, we was talking about it in the previous show about everything that's happening. We went over the card, partially went over the card, didn't fully go over the card. So I'm back, man, to this is the continuation, and I'm back to finish this thing off. Last off, we was talking about. I think we got onto Scotty Brooks. Scotty Brooks is a guy who's been around Uprise Pro Wrestling, but he was gone for several years, from what I understand. But Scotty Brooks is back, and Scotty Brooks, I don't know much about him. Haven't really saw him. I really have not seen him wrestle. He hasn't been wrestling in the area for a while. Like I said, he went on retirement for a while, so nobody really got to see him. But I tell you one thing about this guy, just like I said about the previous guy, if you was listening to the earlier show, Brad Mayhem, who another guy who I said is well put together. This is another guy who's well put together. Look like he spends his time in the gym, and man, he looks like he has it. I mean, looks like he has all the tools. If you saw a billboard, you was going down the road, saw a billboard, and had a wrestler up there, you would expect to see somebody like a Scotty Brooks presented. I mean, he represents himself well. He represents wrestling well. So this guy right here looks like he has it, and I did get to see him get involved in a few months back, get involved in some things over at Uprise Pro Wrestling by getting into the ring and doing some things. So it looks like he still has it. And man, I hope to see something exciting from Scotty Brooks. So definitely come down and see Scotty Brooks. I think you will be excited to see him. Anybody that see him, he's gonna remind you of a Marcus Buff Bagwell or somebody like that. This guy really has himself together. Like I said, you could tell that he's dedicated in the gym, and hopefully, man, he's dedicated tomorrow night, tomorrow, in helping build this brand back up to the level that it needs to be. Well, actually, it never really came down. We've had some exits over at Uprise Pro Wrestling in Hendersonville, North Carolina. We had some people exit out the scene. So we got a whole new stable of wrestlers, a whole new stable of management going on at Uprise Pro Wrestling. So, but definitely, man, I implore you to get out here to check this thing out. So, yeah, talking about Scotty Brooks now. Next team we have is Southern Express, old school tag team. Kind of reminds you of when I watched them on a video. Kind of reminded me of a Nasty Boys type tag team. Man, maybe maybe a Black Bart run Ronnie Bass Black Bart type tag team. This tag team is tough, old school, and they know what they're doing in the ring. They definitely have a good command of the ring. So definitely come out and check out the Southern Express. And Brady Hawks is involved with the Southern Express. This is a very good tag team. So definitely come out there, and I'm pretty sure you will not be disappointed when you check out Southern Express. These guys bring something to the table, man, and they're not going to let you leave without getting your money's worth. You're not going to leave out of there and say, hey, man, I was ripped off tonight. Once you see the Southern Express tag team, I'm pretty sure you will enjoy it. If you enjoy pure professional wrestling, you're going to enjoy watching Southern Express. Now, we got the Gibson brothers. They will be there tomorrow. Gibson brothers, I don't know much about them. I did get some insight from them, insight about them from Chris Thunder Anderson yesterday on the show. Chris Thunder Anderson was telling us about the Gibson brothers. He said young tag team, very exciting. So I expect to see a lot of things that we see today from a lot of the young lions in the business right now. I'm expecting to see that. I mean, hopefully it's not just all high flying and doing things. Now, as far as Chris Thunder Anderson, he's a very good judgment of talent, very good judgment of what he sees, and I'm pretty sure he's not going to bring somebody in that's just going to cut 100 flips or anything like that and just jump out there and dive on people. This team will be well grounded in the sport of professional wrestling. They're going to know what they're doing in and out of that ring. So definitely come out, man, and check out these guys. Check out the Gibson brothers. I definitely look forward to seeing them. Gibson brothers will be. I think they're going to be real nice tomorrow, man, and they're going to bring. They're gonna give you your money's worth, just like I think Southern Express, the team I was talking about before this. And Chad Cope will be there tomorrow. Chad Colt. I really like Chad Colt. First time I seen Chad Colt, he was teaming with Chris Thunder Anderson, and they put on a great match. And that's another guy. I asked Chris, man, who was this? Who is this guy? Chad Colt definitely impressed me, and I've seen him a couple other times. I've seen him in solo action as well as tag team action. I guess say several times. But Chad Colt is another guy who really impressed me, and I definitely look forward to seeing more of him. I mean, he's something special in and out of that ring, and I mean, he's one of these top-notch wrestlers, man, out here on the indie scene. I know a lot of people don't talk about him or anything like that. I mean, you hear a lot more about a lot of other wrestlers, but this Chad Colt, he's definitely one that's deserving of more praise out here, because this guy has it. He's a good wrestler. I mean, he has the build for it. He has the build for it. He has the stamina for it. He can get in that ring. He can get it done. Next, man, we have Dalton Dallas. I definitely seen Dalton Dallas. Dalton Dallas, you either gonna love him or you're gonna hate him. And I mean, he's pretty much gonna get the kids involved. And he's gonna get in that ring and he's gonna give a solid performance. So definitely look forward to seeing Dalton Dallas. We got Bobby Diamond next. Bobby Diamond, he's a legend. He's a legend in these parts. And Bobby Diamond will be there tomorrow. I think Bobby Diamond will be teaming up with Chad Colt, who I just talked about earlier, and he coming in as the New Age Freebirds. So they're coming there doing their thing, coming off of Bad Street. These guys are gonna come in there, do their thing, and I think it's gonna look good. I look forward to seeing both of them, man. Bobby Diamond, like I said, definitely a veteran, and man, sometimes you can get something very special. Every time I look at Bobby Diamond, I'm like, hey, he got one more in him. He got one more in him. And this guy, like I said, he's going to bring a solid performance. Definitely, man. Next, we have Big Nasty. Big Nasty. Man, Big Nasty, very impressive presence. When you see him, you're going to be like, oh, my gosh, man. This guy, he looks like the professional wrestler that you were seeing back in the day. I like his mask, and, I like his look. Kind of reminds me of the Super Destroyers. Maybe Super Destroyer or the Master Assassins, somebody like that. That's what he reminds me of. And he gets in the ring, man, and he gets the job done. And he's a fan favorite. You would think Big Nasty is not a fan favorite, but he's a fan favorite. And man, he gets over with the fans. So come on out and see Big Nasty tomorrow night. That's gonna be something great to see. I don't know who he's wrestling again. Once again, I don't have the card of who these guys are wrestling. But we'll have Big Nasty tomorrow. We'll have Chris Thunder Anderson tomorrow. Chris Thunder Anderson will be there tomorrow. And Chris Thunder Anderson, I don't know who he's wrestling, but Chris Thunder Anderson will be bringing his talents over to Hendersonville, North Carolina, to take on whoever he takes on. Like I say, get ready for a real beating. I don't know if Chris Thunder Anderson will win the match, but I guarantee you, you're going to take it's going to be a brutal outing for whoever goes up against Chris Thunder Anderson, because Chris Thunder Anderson is going to take your limbs and he's going to put them in some uncomfortable positions and he's going to step on it. And that's what he does. So definitely come out and see Chris Thunder Anderson tomorrow. Next, we have AJ Frost. AJ Frost, one of my favorite wrestlers on this scene. And when I first saw him, he definitely was my favorite wrestler. So now I got him and maybe one or two other ones that's my favorite wrestlers on this indie scene. Love AJ Frost. Love his talk. It's trash talking. He's one of the best trash talkers that I've seen in wrestling on this indie scene. One of the best. Definitely, he comes out, man, and he gets the crowd rowdy from the get-go. He jumps in your face. It tells you what he's going to do. It tells you to sit down and just enjoy the action, because he's going to get in there and he's going to put together his game. He's going to do his thing. And we know that AJ Frost is the leader of the Outsiders, and he pretty much was like the pitcher, one of the pitchers of King Enterprises, with him and Brino Royce and all these guys. They was out there doing their thing. So AJ Frost will be at Uprise Pro Wrestling tomorrow, and I look forward to seeing AJ Frost, because, man, this is one of the guys that I do know. And, man, AJ, like I said, AJ brings it, and AJ is worth the price of admission, you ask me. Just AJ Frost all together, but you have a lot of guys on here who's worth the price of admission. So definitely come on out to Uprise Pro Wrestling in Hendersonville, North Carolina. Man, it's going to be an exciting night, and I'm going to put that post up there once again. So definitely come on out, and tomorrow morning I'll probably come on and talk about this, or sometime tomorrow before we go down. But if you're in Greenville, which we got a lot of people on here from Greenville, and we got the same number of people from Greenville and Spartanburg. You in Greenville, man, 30-minute ride down the road from my house, probably 20 minutes. I'm, right at the edge of Travelers Rest, South Carolina. So I'm like 20-30 minutes away from the National Guard Armory, and anywhere in Greenville you can get there anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes anywhere in the county, I'm pretty sure. And the same thing in Spartanburg, South Carolina. You could get there pretty quick, probably sometimes even quicker than Greenville, South Carolina. So definitely, man, if you're in the upstate of South Carolina, maybe in Gaffney, Union, South Carolina, and you don't have anything to do tomorrow, or you want to see some great, exciting wrestling, come on out to the Armory to check this thing out, man. It's going to be exciting. We got Luke Childers. He's going to do the ring announcing, so look forward to seeing him do this. Young man definitely has natural talent, knows the sport, loves the sport. And, man, it's going to be a tournament for the title. It's going to be a tournament for the Uprise Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Definitely look forward to seeing that. And, man, come on out, because it's going to be something. It's going to be something to see. It's going to be something to see, something that you can go away and talk about. And you can talk to your friends, you can talk to people about who's going to be the champion. This is something that you definitely want to be a part of. Come on out there, be a part of the newness, and be a part of the new era of Uprise Pro Wrestling, because I definitely will be there. And I'll be at the commentary desk with Danny Paris, along with Danny Paris. So come on by, say hey or whatever, and I probably will interview some wrestlers before and after. But we definitely will come on, and we will give you our star ratings. And like I said, this, I don't think, definitely won't be going live the whole show. Probably show some clips, show some pictures and things like that. That's going to go up on Straight Up Wrestling Show. But I appreciate you joining, checking this thing out. But yeah, come on out tomorrow night to see the great exciting action on Spartanburg Highway at the National Guard Armory in Hendersonville, North Carolina. It's going to be awesome. And like I said before, the presentation and the atmosphere, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. It's something special. When you go into that building, you're going to feel it. It's something special. And then you have great wrestling in and out of the ring. I mean, because those guys do fight outside of the ring. That just happens at these wrestling cards. But definitely come out there and check that out. But, man, I tell you, one thing that I look forward to, and hopefully we might see it tomorrow, the importance of building a homesteader. Can they build a homesteader? Can they build somebody that's going to be the home crowd favorite? That's going to be somebody that can come to every single show, that can be the face of Uprise Pro Wrestling. Who is that going to be? Who, like I said before, who are the ones that's going to shine over here at Uprise Pro Wrestling? I mean, we did have a talk. We have been talking earlier, and I see a few people chimed in. And I was talking about Brino Royce. Will Brino Royce be the one who shine? I see Michael King. Michael King is this man. Michael King is one of the guys that's pushed him help push him to the level that he's at. Michael King chimed in and talked about a few things about, the first guy is going to be the first victim. And he talked about if Brino Royce get a hold of your limbs. I mean, Brino Royce will rip your limbs off. Pretty much that's what he's saying. But, we're going to see if Brino is the one who's going to shine tomorrow. I mean, we got Marcus Mook. Marcus Mook, like I said, like to come out there. He's a great lightweight competitor. And, I mean, he's very entertaining with his verbiage, with the way he talks and everything. I mean, we have Squeaks and Dump Truck, because Dump Truck steal the show over there. Dump Truck has been there before, but Dump Truck, we know he's good on the mic. Dump Truck can get on there, and Dump Truck, man, can open his mouth, steal the show. Jackson Cage might be the one who steal the show tomorrow. We have no idea. It could be Brady Hawks, but we will see. We will see. Could be these two young guys, the Gibson brothers. Could be Southern Express. Man, we don't know what's going to happen. Dalton Dallas. I think Dalton Dallas probably done wrestled out here before. I'm not sure. But, man, Chris Thunder Anderson. Could be Bobby Diamond. You never know. AJ Frost. AJ Frost might end up being the heel for the rest of 2022 over here at Uprise Pro Wrestling. So definitely come out and check it out, man. I will be there, and along with the stars of the indie stars that's going to be there, and Chris Thunder Anderson, Janet Baldwin, and everyone else. But until then, man, I will see you guys later. Have a good one. Enjoy the night, because I know tonight is when you go out and you take your ladies out. You go out and do a little dating or whatever. But definitely come out tomorrow. Check out Uprise Pro Wrestling. I'm HBT. Once again, peace.